Something like that anyway. I hope people can hear me. Mood lighting, exactly. Got the purple guitar, got the mood lighting. I hope everyone's awesome. And just heaps of pitch, detune and delay. I'll play over a few other tracks, but yeah, I'm just hanging out, request stuff, whatever you guys want. That's kind of fun. What song is this? I think this is called Collateral by The Midnight. Let's try a different backing track. Oh yeah, this will be fun. is how I like to spend my time on Earth sometimes. Listen to all of that delay. That's awesome. All right, I should probably check the little chat, see who's hanging out. What is going on? Lots of people. Lots and lots of people here. This is awesome. Fantastic. Face Down in the Gutter by XYZ, or XYZ as we would say down here, is pretty cool. Tacos for dinner, Kale. Good choice, mate. Heavily approve. Heavily approve. How's the neck pickup sound? You want to hear it? Let's do it. And then Beer Hounds Beers Reviews wants to hear some Ragdoll songs, so we'll do that as well. All right, let's hear the neck pickup on this guitar. Let me just mute my mic. So yeah, I think it sounds pretty good with that gigantic delay on there. Maybe I will play, because this guitar's in E flat at the moment. I have some DR. It's very hard to show them up. Some of the Black Beauty strings on here, which are very, very cool. I'll play you guys some Ragdoll stuff in E flat. Such as, what are we going to do? We could do, like, Foot to the Floor. Let's do that. Whoa, I totally ruined the end of that. Let me play that again. Much better, much better. All right, where are we at in the chat? Yeah, that's the very first song on the very first Ragdoll album. So I'll show you all very quickly what is going on with all these things that are in this preset. I think some people will be interested by this. And here's my super squeaky chair as well. Let me just drag this window across into OBS. Hopefully it's this one. Aha, look at that. So I have this is just a stupid preset, like purely for self-indulgence, lots and lots of gain. But the thing I've got here is like stereo time-based effects. And then I've got a cab block with totally flat IRs loaded running in stereo, so I can use the preamp, like tape preamp style stuff in there. So that sounds really cool. That actually adds some really nice grit to it. Then right at the end, stereo pitch detune. So that's what's happening there. The tape saturation is pretty interesting. I've got some dynamic distortion in parallel as well, just for something a bit nastier. I don't know, I think it sounds pretty cool every now and then, but yeah, so like reverb, then tape saturation, then pitch detune, just for something different. Why not? I think it sounds really cool for this kind of stuff. All right. That's awesome that you have Ragdoll on Spotify. Thank you. Tell all your mates and listen to all the songs. And, you know, we don't make any revenue from that, really. But, I mean, like, you know, 3 cents. So I could buy a milkshake in maybe 500 years with it. But it's cool because I think that helps people discover the music. And, yeah, this is, it's like a Mark series thing. But, yeah, definitely going for the 80A MP1 style thing. So, Leon, a second guitarist in Steel Panther. Imagine that for a minute. I mean, I'd just happily run the drinks for those people right there. Irreplaceable is another great Ragdoll lick. I'll do that one. Why not? Great suggestion. And then almost mob. Yeah, exactly. Kale knows what's up. All right, here's one called Irreplaceable.
See your face through the vapor trail.
Bit of Louis after that. Just the things that happen on here. Awesome. I have another milkshake. That's the Ragdoll version of "Have a Drink on Me" by AC/DC. It would definitely be "Have Another Milkshake on Me." Let's see. Let's see. I had an idea for another Ragdoll song to play. Checking my phone and all that. I got the screen in front of the thing. What an idiot. Let me turn that off. You couldn't even see me play that. Do I have to go and do that again now and play all the licks? That was dumb. Let's see. Let's try another song. Let's do a song that I haven't played for ages, which is probably one off the first EP, which came out 11 years ago. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. We'll do one called The Feeling. Yeah. This will be fun. I'm definitely going to make a bunch of mistakes in this one. Let me remember the... Okay, I can definitely ruin this one kind of badly. Let's go.
As the light shines upon my face, sing a prayer for the human race. Revolution starts and has no end.
I love what Ryan sings at the end there. That is always a very, very fun moment. Let's hear that again, shall we? Have a listen to this. I remember him ad-libbing this in the studio.
As the light
This bit. Pretty good. Pretty good. What's going on in the preset? I was just saying, basically the main modulation thing you're hearing is pitch detune, and there's a big stereo delay. Play two souls at once and see if they cross over at some point. Magic, I heard there. Yeah, probably, Kale. That was just me absolutely noodling away. So, yeah, it's weird. Like the first EP in particular was more a like melodic rock thing, which totally no one got at the time. I feel like if it came out right now, people would be way more into it. But you know, we're all about the drop C, chug a chug, and melody, which is kind of fun. But yeah, that was really fun. You can hear on that there's heaps of like Soundtoys Crystallizer and all the fun 80s style effects on there. So yeah. It's not just because I play purple guitars. I've been into this stuff for well over a decade, well before it was cool again. Starting to sound my age. Ah, you bloody kids. That song was called The Feeling by Ragdoll. Yeah, Tibby's having a good snooze. The advantage of being deaf if you're a cat. There we go. Let's see. Let me play another Ragdoll song for you all in E flat, and then I'll get onto the giant chungus. Let's try this. Ooh, ashamed. I haven't played that for ages. I'm so not set up to play this particular song. But I'll do it anyway. I'm not even scared. Let's do this. Acoustic intro. That was super fun. The solo in that, I think I used to play something slightly different live. Let me see if I can actually remember what I used to do. That's right, I remembered it. That's crazy. It's not what I... Yeah, that's cool. I used to love the end there. I feel like there's a live version of that's where I play it. Let's see. We do have several live albums of varying quality. Ashamed, live at the Rosemount 11 years ago. No, not what I played. Let's see. Maybe there's another live version. Ragdoll. Ashamed live Oklahoma, maybe? That would be some footage of that. Let's see. Surely this exists. Let me see. Because I'll find it and I'll see if I played it live. That will be very interesting. Very, very interesting. Where is this video? I feel like it definitely exists. Here we go. Yes, it's on here. Let's do it. Let's go to Ashamed. Check it out. Live version. Absolute potato quality. Played a ballad at a festival. That's brave. Let's see. There. That's it. That's the song I used to play live. Let's see if I can do it in real time. That was it. Oh, awesome. Just had to have that little trip down memory lane. That was me playing a solo from 10 years ago. This is a good question from John Hugh. Do you usually remember your guitar solos that's recorded on the album note for note? Sometimes, and sometimes I have to go and learn them again. A very good example. I feel like Back to Zero was maybe half and half. I kind of knew what I wanted. A song like Rust, that was a solo that I worked on a lot. The most recent single, Follow the Leader, was sort of like half and half. It had an outline of it and I just played it a bunch of times and kind of stuck with the best one. So that's always a bit of a risk live. That makes it fun as well. And what was the other one? Ashamed. I feel like that one I had to go and learn and then I refined it. I feel like I do a lot of just in the process of writing a song, demoing a song, pre-production, you kind of have an idea of what you want to play. Sometimes you play something totally different, but most of the time I kind of know what I'm going to play when I play a solo live, which is, I think it's just come with experience. Like the more times you play something, the more likely it is you're going to play the same thing. Yeah. All right. Take it easy, J Boogie. What would be another one that was... Yeah, go to the Bandcamp link. I'll put this in the... There you go. Go to that one. And bye. As Mando said. Let's see. Yeah, I think you'll enjoy it. Has a new album coming along. We are just slowly chipping away. There's a few songs where it's like we've rewritten the choruses maybe 3 or 4 times now, and I think they've all been pretty good. But yeah, it's definitely in a state where it just kind of, we just need to get in and do it. So soon. This one comes from Dayton 3 ITA. Working on your first cup of espresso, then down to the den. Name a guitar brand. Let's see if I can deliver Wednesday. I know who this is. I know exactly who this is. What a champion. Let's see. Let's see. I've seen a little bit of that collection. We've had the Hamer. We've had the... I don't know. I feel like I've seen a lot of good Jackson stuff. Maybe there's some Ibanez stuff that I haven't seen. So there you go. Anyway, what's an example? I feel like I need to hear In My Mind. All right, let's do it, Kale. Let's do it. Where there's old school Ragdoll, the old school Ragdoll hour, here on Leon Todd FM. Welcome. So this, man, I feel like this was definitely the first song we recorded as Ragdoll, and it almost didn't make it on the first EP. Has a few little solo things in it, like this. Got a nice little solo. It's got a middle 8 in it, which is a bit of a different thing. A little bit of a key change. It's kind of like a 4-chord song with a bridge. So, yeah, this drum intro is super fun too. Okay, let's do it. This one's called In My Mind. I think I've played all of the first Ragdoll EP now.
That the love is real, you see in the fall forever.
There you go. There is the ultimate cheese fest from us. That brings back some good memories. Thanks for suggesting that one, Kale. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, enchant. That's awesome. You can't 3/4 in it. I like it's interesting. Yeah, you get the like. So he's changed the root note, right? And then the bridge goes. And then, of course, it does this. That kind of thing. So yeah, there's some fun to be had in there. We kind of rewrote that song on the next EP, and that was another ballad called "Could It Be Love," which I kind of like a little bit more. It has this 3/4 section in it, and yeah, that was has a fun solo in it. This one.
Brings me back to
that kind of thing. So yeah, that was a fun one as well. Am I a Necrophagist fan? A casual fan, yes. I obviously, like when Stab Wound came out, that was kind of a big deal for everybody, and I think there's still that album is still amazing to listen to if you're into like tech death metal, and that whole thing of like how accurate Muhammad's sweeping is, and the rhythm guitar style, and the fact that he's singing as well is pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. This is from Rob, who just got a vintage modern. And you got the matching cabs. I think the matching cabs are kind of part of the magic with those. I didn't have the magic cab. I mostly ran it with V30s or the matching cab. I mostly ran it with V30s or with greenbacks, but I understand those cabs are pretty awesome. 2 tab books signed by him. That's pretty cool. Oh, he's a Mercedes tech. I didn't realize that. Yeah, I mean, you know, for a lot of people playing guitar, you know, it's not going to pay all the bills. So I imagine if you got all the skills as a tech or something like that, and you can get hooked up with someone like Mercedes, why not? Why not do it? I'm sure he's still an absolute monster on the fretboard, though. Has 4 arms like Popeye. Yeah, I can imagine. Just with all the... Like, it's a strange mix of that, like, just absolute physicality and finesse as well. And hello, Des. I hope you're well. Yeah, I just turned off the main light, so it's instant 80s over here. I'll play some newer Ragdoll stuff for you all, I think. Let's do that. That guitar is playing great. I had 9s on that guitar, and it was good, and I put 11s on it in E flat, and I'm enjoying it so much more. It's pretty awesome. Those DR Black Beauties actually feel really, really good. So let's do the Explorer, the standard, I should say, just for something a little bit different. Because why not? Why not? Very intelligent, just happened to play guitar. Yeah, there's a lot of people like that. Some people you chat to as guitar players, and they are absolute units when it comes to so much other stuff. Like, they're great players, and they're just amazing at so many other aspects of their life too. So yeah. Yeah, hey, you know, that's actual proper rebellion, isn't it? Love on the Run. I need to be in drop C sharp for that one. Maybe I'll just use the virtual capo. So I'm in drop C at the moment. Let's just quickly, magically tune our guitars up. I do like Brandon Ellis. Yes, amazing player. So so efficient, like scary efficient. That's watching them play. It's like I remember when right before I saw players like Paul Gilbert and stuff like that, I'd watch some of the Frank Gambale stuff, and yeah, that's like mastery of that style. Yeah, really interesting. Will I ever get a Kiesel? I don't know. I would love Advaita. I think they're really cool. I played a really great one the last time I was in the States, and I was like, this is cool. So yeah. Anyway, let's do some virtual capo magic and play Love on the Run for Kale. What am I doing? Virtual capo. I need to come up one, and I will mute my mic, and I'll play that song. Okay. Right, and probably need to change the pitch tracking. Alrighty, let's do it. This is fun. Yeah, that was fun. Very fun. It's still a trip playing this in drop C, but hearing it in drop C sharp. So I think that's the only song on the album in that tuning for whatever reason. But yeah, thanks for the suggestion. All right, take it easy. Hamer is not alive in the sense that they're like an American custom shop. I think the brand name has been absorbed by another company. Maybe Fender own it now, and they put it on the name of like some guitars manufactured overseas. But they're not doing guitars like this one anymore, which is a shame because this is a beautiful instrument. Let's see. Yeah. When's the last time we played in Bunbury? A couple of years ago, I think. We used to play there all the time. All the time. It was such a fun gig. So yeah. What song was that? It was called... Well, look. Kay will tell you what that was again. And I'll play another Ragdoll song in there. It's not Well If Alive at all, yeah. Well, The Dream Is Alive here. I've still got a couple of their guitars. This is my favourite one of theirs. So let's do... What should we do? What would be fun? Do I have a wah here? I do. Oh, well, let's do some wah, wah, wah. I'll do Playing God for you guys. That'll be fun. All right, let's do that.
Right.
Ragdoll, you've been a champ, mate. You're keeping everybody filled in. Let's see, C Shades. I will do some QC follow-up. I need to pause this song. Why haven't I paused this song? What's wrong with me? Alright. Yeah, I will do some stuff on that. I have a long list of things I want to get to with lots of other bits and pieces. I've been waiting, sure, like a lot of people, for a few more updates on it. I've still got one here. You know, I've got a bunch of free captures, which you can grab as well. So yeah, I'll do that. Headphones and monitors. What headphones are these? That's a good question. These are Audio-Technica ATH M50X headphones. They sound totally fine. And monitors, I normally use Atom A7X here. So I love the Atom stuff. Pull out some Thai Tabor. You know me too well, mate. Sabotage Chris Oliva lesson. I mean, Chris is awesome. Awesome. Yeah, playing God. Well, there you go. There you go. That's awesome, Kale. Very cool. Chris is cool because, like, you can hear a lot of... I think he was a big influence for me, but also we have a lot of the same influences. Like, I can hear a lot of the Michael Schenker. I can hear a bit of the kind of Paul Gilbert. Obviously that... And the sense of melody, obviously. Thank you. I'm glad that it sounds super fun and super motivational, because it kind of is. It's definitely an outlet for us as well. I think we're generally pretty happy people, but you know, everybody is going to experience a range of emotions more than happy, and you get to get all of that out when you play heavy rock guitar-based music. So yeah, the Sabotage, King's X. I actually don't know how to play Prisoner, but I wrote something like it that goes like this. And there you go. There's a sneak preview of the next Ragdoll album whenever it comes out. There's a riff. That's super fun. I haven't played that for ages. I'm looking forward to finishing that particular song. That's one that is ready. It just needs to record vocals on it, which are pretty much written. So that's fun. Yeah, Sabotage, Chris Oliva, man, just someone who like always played for the song, yet also enhanced the song. Yeah, I think with Chris, I really identify with that sort of playing where you can hear someone putting 100% of themselves into it. You can hear his like soul being torn out of his fingers and just is laying it all out, leaving nothing out there, putting it all out, which I really admire. And yeah, great player, great player. And obviously, like you have. Yeah, X for the unknown digit could be at some point between now and the time, we meet our maker. So it'll be fun. Hopefully it'll be worth the wait for a bunch of people. Hopefully it'll be worth the wait for us as well. I might play one more song and then turn in because it's nearly 10:30 here. So thank you to everybody who tuned in and asked all the great requests. And yeah, go and listen to Sabotage and King's X and what else did I suggest? A bunch of other stuff. You all know the rules by now, so I'll play you all Rust. Sea Shades, am I a fan of Rabia? Yeah, of course. Rabia is amazing. Someone I would love to jam with and have my ass handed to me by, because, fantastic. Someone who I love the way they attack the guitar. It's a very percussive player. Great chops. One of my ex-students has one of Rabia's signature Chapmans, and it's a really, really cool guitar. So, ETA is unknown. I suspect we'll probably release another single next because there's a few songs kind of ready to go. But yeah, we just gotta finish it. It's just become the running joke. We started recording it years ago, and we released 2 singles from it so far. So, I'm looking forward to it, but I don't want to fall into that trap of being impatient with it and then just getting it out for the sake of getting it out. It'll be out when it's ready. We've got so many other songs that are in our back catalogue that we haven't played live. Like we relearnt a couple of them for a gig last week, and it was awesome. It was sort of like, why don't we play this song more? And then we used to play it live a lot, and then we got sick of it, and then you take a break for it, and it's really enjoyable being able to do some of those older songs and kind of do them with a new energy and stuff like that. So, I'd say the only real reason for the Hamer over the Gibson is because I have the Hamer. So, and this has a super, super chunky neck, which I like. And, it's one of those guitars that I bought the Tool album. Yeah, exactly. It's our Chinese democracy, right? Ragdoll. We are a bunch of tools, so you're spot on the money there. And thank you to Tim for the super chat. That is super, super generous. Appreciate it. And feel free to ask me a question, Tim. And then I'll play Rust, which is my favorite song to play. Probably my favorite Ragdoll song to play. Would that make it my favorite song to play in the world? I don't know. I'm letting my inner monologue just absolutely leak out here. So, yeah. Any other questions before I go? Feel free to ask, and I'm gonna... Yeah, that's the run. What's the weirdest sound effect that's made its way into a Ragdoll song? That is an awesome, awesome question. There's lots. We actually spend a lot of time, me and our producer and engineer, Troy, trying to work as many weird sounds in. Like you'll often, like if you listen to Rewind Your Mind, you can hear the sound of paranoia working its way in. A good friend of mine let me borrow his Muga Fuga delay, like the MF103, the ones that are really expensive now. and we spent a whole hour putting different pedals in the loop of that and just making self-oscillating effects. And if you have a listen to the end of All I Want and a bunch of it, there's a bunch of those self-oscillating sounds. And another thing we did was on Back to Zero, right before, like the last thing we did before it went to be mixed, was I was borrowing a little semi-modular Korg analog synthesizer from a friend of mine. We were running that through like an Eventide H9, and we just basically played through the entire album making noises. So if you listen to Back to Zero, there's heaps of really, really weird little undercurrents on there. Yeah, Marty licks all the time. The song that I'll play for you in a second has a bunch of Marty style licks, and I love those. Should be here. Yep. All that kind of stuff, which is pretty fun. Dream guitar specs, for me, probably just like my PRS SC245 that I have. That's pretty close to the one for me. Alright, so you asked for some Marty stuff. See if you can pick out the Marty stuff in this song, and then I'll wrap it up, and I'll see you all on the next live stream. And yeah, like all the Ragdoll stuff's on all your usual streaming platforms and YouTube, and if you want to support us, go over to our Bandcamp and pick some stuff up from there. Okay, and another super chat, Legion, mate, that is so generous, thank you. I'll play this, and I want you to tell me where I've ripped off all the Marty Friedman licks from. Let's do it. This one's called Rust. Right. Where is it? Here it is. Whoa, no, it's gone. What am I doing? All right.
Every day there's a new way to learn how to hate yourself.
that guitar was not really set up for the super genty bits on there, but nevertheless, that was pretty fun. You are all being all too generous tonight. Thank you. There you go. There you go, Cal. Yeah, exactly. There you go. You saw the little. Yeah, all I would have to tweak with this, I know exactly what it is in the axe, the input gate. I just need to turn the release down to about 20 milliseconds and bring the threshold up, and then it goes. What's doing it? It's the dead string length. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there's like the Ingve pattern in there as well. Will I ever get a 594? Yeah, you know what's up. You can see the quote. It's like the ultimate in-joke for guitar players. That's why I put it in there. I borrowed a 594 the last time I went to the States. I did a clinic at this Fractal Axe Fest thing at the Boston Amp Show. Was that it? Yeah, and PRS were there as well, and they were kind enough to loan me a 594, and it was insane. It was so good. It was like a slightly more vintagey, vibey version of my single cut. I did say I was going to go after this, but we're talking guitars. So yeah, let's hear this guitar, because it sounds good. And let's hear this guitar with just what I've got. Hopefully I'm in tune. Let's risk it. This one definitely feels like home to me, so yeah. I don't own any gold tops, Shahar. I think if I get a gold top, it might have to be a gold top DGT as well. And hello from Australia to the person who just logged on from France. That's awesome. Yeah, don't own any gold tops. Glaring omission in the collection. I gotta remember that lick, the John Norum one. No, he starts with a double. I like this though. This is my version of it. Good question, Kale. The delay settings for the start of the world you gave us, it is a very simple dotted eighth note delay with the mix at 50%, and from memory that was the vintage delay type on the Eventide H9 in front of a Marshall DSL. So single delay repeat, so basically no feedback, mix at 50, dotted eighth note. I'm on this super duper greasy preset, but let me bring you up my Ragdoll live preset, because on that preset I can just hit the delay scene and you get... It's also a lot quieter than the preset I just had, so let me fix that. Yeah, let me just play that for you. So my main preset, the delay's after the amp, but like if you put a dotted eighth note delay in front of the amp, you're going to get a way more percussive effect. So something like this, mix at 50, feedback non-existent. That sound. It's only got a single repeat on it, so that's kind of the trick with that one. Good question. Very, very good question. Any loudness songs? All I know is... let me see. There we go. It's actually not Father's Day in Australia. Can you believe that? Do you consider yourself a father to the cat? Yes, definitely. Definitely. Totally not compensating for the fact I don't have kids. But it's actually not Father's Day in Australia. It's one of those weird ones which isn't synced with the United States. No idea why. Greetings from Denmark. One of my favourite countries that I've ever visited. We did a show in, hopefully I pronounce this correct, Næstved in Denmark. And that was such an awesome country. Had a really good time there. Always had a question. Why do you need all those knobs on studio guitars when people max them out when they play? Yeah, if it's on 0, it just sounds bad. It's okay. 2 things there. Having, say for example, like having a volume control and a tone control as part of the circuit is going to actually change the way your pickups sound. It will change the overall like frequency response very slightly, especially a tone control. Even having it all the way up, depending on, yeah, it's March 19th in Italy, Father. Well, there you go, different again. So yeah, just the mere presence that you have like a tone pot, maybe with a capacitor on it, or if you have a treble bleed on your volume control, it's going to change stuff. And there's actually, there's a lot of times where even if I'm playing this kind of like, you know, let's say I'm playing a solo and I want to roll down the tone control of the volume a bit. So yeah, they are kind of like the little toe of the guitar world. You know, they're kind of there for a reason, but also kind of not. Have I ever had an IQ test? No. I never have. I'm not that interested either. Mostly because of the... yeah, let's just say that as somebody who studied a lot as a statistician at university, I have some queries about the way IQ is often calculated. Yeah, it's an interesting topic. It's a spicy topic, especially these days. I have no idea how it's actually you know, it's also like ignorance. I have no idea how it's how different ones are calibrated, but yeah, I have a skepticism of anything that tries to put some kind of arbitrary metric on what humans do and what brains do and performance and stuff like that. Yeah, good question though. He's far more interested in his EQ. Why didn't I think of that? That's a much snappier response. Kale's on fire tonight. Shout out to Kale. Kale, feel free to shill some of your music in here as well, because we're here. Sharing is caring, ladies and gentlemen. Tucson appreciates you. Fantastic. I would love to come and play there one day. Gonna go put some wear and tear on those frets. Do that. Thank you for your generosity as well. Shah, when I apply vibrato after a bend, I struggle when bending up, but when I bend down, it's much easier. Yes, I have worked specifically on vibrato a lot and continue to. A little trick, if you're bending up with your vibrato, is, you know, like if you do a normal vibrato and you wiggle the string, try this. When you bend, try hit pitch. And then try, instead of like push the string further, like, because a lot of the time you can be like at the extent of your pushingness with your fingers. Rather than push it more, let the string come back down in tune a little bit. So think of pitch of the bend as like as far as your vibrato is going to go. So like instead of thinking here's the pitch you want to bend to, up and then wiggle, 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 just think of this and only let it come down. It sounds really cool. You get that kind of Gilmore style thing. rather than... You can hear the first one, and then that's bending and then pushing it more, or that's the other one. So that one's worth playing. Or just don't ever bend up and do vibrato. Just do it down, and you get that Zakk Wylde sound. Ah, awesome! I didn't totally butcher my Danish. Yeah. Look. I didn't even get to finishing the question. It is a good point that most of the time, most people just never use them. But I feel like on something like a guitar with EMGs, you might just be better off, if you never use them, just install a kill switch or something, and then it's super, super easy. I find the volume control essential because, you play... when the tune's not on, and I always pull the volume control down and it mutes my guitar. It's just a good habit to have. Sex, cats, and rock and roll. Yes, exactly. With melodic shreds, it's a community service right there. So, have you heard of the band Falconer? The lead guitarist Jimmy Heldren is amazing and has 2 really cool Gibson Explorer Pros. I have. Did you ask this question on a Q&A recently, and I didn't answer it, and I didn't get around to it? But yeah, I'm a fan. I like, what are the guitars? I really like the band Car Bomb, and I know Greg has those baritone Explorer style things. Yeah, and they look amazing. If you haven't seen those, I saw one of those today, and that was like, that's cool. I would rock a baritone Explorer. And amazing band if you like your kind of, I don't even know what, just extreme, not just extreme metal, just extreme sounding stuff. Car Bomb are definitely worth a listen. Alright, I'm actually going to play one more song. I'm going to play the most recent Ragdoll single, Follow the Leader. If you like King's X, I think you'll all enjoy this little ditty. And wherever you're all watching from, thank you for tuning in. I'll be doing another live stream very soon, and this Follow the Leader.